Hey, Anthony Esplin. I wanted to make this video for individuals that are trying to get started on their med device pathway. A little bit about myself. I've started my own med device company. We took it from zero to just under 500K in a year and a half. We developed our own novel oxygen therapy product. What I see is there's a lot of clinicians, early founders, entrepreneurs that want to build something, but they don't know where to get started when it comes to their medical device. And the cool part about doing a medical device is the FDA will give you a lot of the information you need in order to get started. And so I just wanted to go through, step by step how you go about that. So if I open up a new tab, let me shrink myself here. There we go. My loom. Don't mind all of my many tabs I have open. I've always got a million tabs. So the first place you're going to want to go in order to find, the product code from the FDA website. It's pretty simple to get there. One of the things I've done in the past is if you know what you're in, like what your product is, so like example, my company, so we do an oxygen therapy product, our predicate devices, which predicate just means if there's already something that exists on the market similar to what you do and it's got to meet form and function, then you can reference that information off of the FDA database. So like, we're replacing a nasal cannula. I'm always worried about the AI overview. I'm sure it's getting better and better, but last year, yep, so that's the right product code. But if you go into the FDA database, this is what you'll see, right? So it gives you the code, gives you the department that it's underneath, and then the important parts you want to look for is 510K exempt. This is specifically a class 1 product. This is the regulation number, so you can click on it and it will tell you exactly what controls you need. So class 1, this just needs general controls. But the cool part about this is these different regulations tell you exactly how you got to build what's called your quality management system. And the FDA, basically, their role is to manage marketing claims and ensure that you're not hurting people. And a quality management system is really your handbook in order to make your company or make your product, make it reliable so that people, get what they need from it. I'll go back here. So, it's also got a number of ISO standards you want to look at. And if you plan on taking your product outside the US, a lot of these will be of interest. But I think, for someone that's just getting into this, I mean, don't feel overwhelmed. If you need support, need help with it, I'm putting together my own Skool network. We're just getting started, and I've got a crash course on how to do the things that you need in order to set yourself up from a dotting your I's, crossing your T's standpoint. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be able to do all this yourself. You'll want some sort of expert to help you do it. So, I mean, I built this, and my whole intention of this course was build it such that you're ready to then bring on that expert and not have them educate you through the process, because all med device companies have a subset of SOPs that you need in order to follow the rules and regulations. You've got IP considerations when it comes to how do you protect your idea, how do you still share it without sharing it. There's different regulatory, depending on the class. You've got class 1, class 2, class 3, all of which changes the amount of controls, many amount of FDA regulations you have, and then breakdown of your quality management system, and then once you've got a design freeze, how do you go about collecting your data and then transferring that to a manufacturer, and then most med devices are broken down into different phases, and with those different phases, there's requirements that whether you're class 1, 2, or 3, you still have to check the boxes or use a contract manufacturer to white label their product that they've already collected that data. So this course isn't an end all be all, but it will give you a good crash course on what you need to be educated on, so you can bring that expert and build out what you need from a quality management standpoint. And then I've also got some office hours, so if you're interested in having somebody hop on a call and just pick my brain on how I would do it, or how I'd go to market, or how I'd collect data, or prototype different components to then collect the data. So I'm really trying to put this out there just more of just like a resource. So if you are interested in our school or not, be happy to hop on a call and just give you my thoughts, and feel free to reach out.